Greyman is supported by Patreon. Donate now and receive special early access. Hello, I am the Greyman, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. My daughter is not doing very well in school. I had a very awkward makeout with somebody after getting drunk at a bar. I had a really bad gym experience, and yeah, this has been a really busy week. So, all of that aside, let's have our adventures at the mall. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Yeah! Language Missy. Heck yeah? Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. That's how I felt when I worked retail. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to just inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a gigantic pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat on the rickety thing. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time? Oh, that one. She has several bowel concerns that I need to speak to her pediatrician about. Why would she have a pediatrician? She's 18. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech! 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Man, I chose the perfect last name for this playthrough, had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and beyond, to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping. Slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. In shame. Oh hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead Goth and beyond. Peruse the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs. I actually do this in real life. I go to Hot Topic for the clearance bins. I'm heading there. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal. I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. I am told I look amazing in eyeliner, and maybe you guys will see that someday. Hell yes, I would. See? I like your style, me. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark Edwardian dressage. you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. I see. It would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Hey, Dadtron 5000! Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy, thanks! At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt on the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. I swear, bowls of ice cream, nachos for dinner? Your kid's gonna have diabetes by the time she's, graduating high school. Oh, cool! Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have really hard names to read. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got out of control of the truck. I can't steer them on that there damn near ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die! I almost got it! If you listen closely, it sounds like I'm saying, you're gonna die. That's because you're about to die, you... This is art. The episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. She truly is my daughter. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road incident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Morning, sleepyhead. I'm more... You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? I will not hesitate to give that answer. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everybody brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want me to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up for a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. So, I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Ha. Healthy bastards. Hey there, there's Joseph! I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies! Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. We call him the Dark One. This is Christian and Christy, they're twins. We call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Gray, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine I need to tend to. Yeah, I'll bet you do. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary. For the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but, please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you're both enjoying yourselves. Amanda and I mill about and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to go through the pleasantries. They're going to talk about weather.
Ugh.
Go do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Oh, you met him. Oh, did you ever meet him? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Is that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. I'll go talk to Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense conversation. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. His child still looks equally horrified at every situation because life is just too big for her to contemplate. Well, I don't think it's fair to compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Oh god, this was my art school experience. Amanda, you do not want this. Try to do something else with your life. Be an accountant. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Get used to that. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader, aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad! I'm so proud of you! I'm sorry for pooping on you! Oh, she is. Look at that smile. She is not sorry for doing that. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? Almost done. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to, livable.
Nice.
We did livable through the entirety of college. Yeah, I'll bet you did. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizzas. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad. Gray, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them to little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Oh.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you just put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Gray, this is my daughter. Hello, I'm Carmencita. And I will always pronounce it like that through the rest of this playthrough, I promise you. Anna comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Aww.
Great seeing you! Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I am very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eye goes wide.
Whoa.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me? We only smoke the finest of cushes in this family, not tobacco, thank you, sir. Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too.
I don't know.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody, sorry about that. Gray, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ernest! Ernest, I swear to God, if you don't fall in line, I am sending you back to camp. And you will be scared stupid. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey, dude.
See, that right there. You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, sounds great.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. That is the appropriate response, Amanda. Thank you for being honest. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as much as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Oh.
Don't let us eat up your time, Greg. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Oh god. Talking to Joseph and Damien, talking to Mr. Darkness and Mr. Religious, I think that might be interesting. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Because he apparently wants to die of heat stroke during the summer. Jesus Christ. Where do I even... okay. Just ignore that. Just ignore my friend in that corner. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an, interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Gray! I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond.
Oh.
Very good taste for her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
Oh, my.
Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Bats are not cool. They are the most deadly enemy in all of video games, and if I see a bat in this game, I am ending it right now. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everybody is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. And for my next trick, I shall pull the quarter behind your ear. Actually, if he does that, that would be the most dad thing ever. Do you know how to treat a lady?
Whoa.
Oh god, these two! Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they, speaking in unison? Oh god, this is so not cool. Won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever and ever and ever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops in with the conversation, wine in hand. Okay, like, Mary looks like she should be with Damien way more than she should be with Joseph. I mean, like, they're equally pale. Like, I'm still not convinced that she's actually drinking blood. I'm pretty convinced that he drinks blood. Like, this, like, is clearly, some mixed signals right here. I, don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine.
Oh my god.
I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? Where is the blood in the elevator? Where is the blood in the elevator? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my 5th. I have squeezed out 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine, Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Gray yet? Your color palettes have so much in common. Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor. Anchors away. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yup. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. Think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. It's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. It carries exactly 666 pounds of weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot! I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey guys! Gray! How the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work myself. Finally got a 50-inch in there. Yeah, I'll bet you did. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Gray, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see that you're taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep! Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a Wait. What happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quickly. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through his skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot-tall, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, but you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. Got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Ryan and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Ryan and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Ryan and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Whew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get out of this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors! Quick, hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons! Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck! The imaginary truck! Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? Okay, this is getting weird. This is getting weird for the daddy dating simulator. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials requiredly to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Man, and I love that show. It's the best, especially the episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find a kindling for the fire. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. He's always building her death ray, talking about taking over the world. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Oh, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them? They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. He sure knows how to work that meat. You probably didn't know this, Gray, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship, which is totally a word.
Nice.
He's unbelievable.
Nice.
I tried to get it on his level, but I just can't catch up.
Hey.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. I'm about to have dad overload at this point. I'm ending this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!